Drama, from Greek word dran, meaning to do or to act or play. Drama is a prose or verse composition, especially one telling a serious story that was intended for representation by actors impersonating the characters and performing the dialogue and action in a serious narrative program for television, radio, or cinema. Let's discuss the elements of drama. Let's start with character. A character is one of the persons who appears in the play. In another sense of the term, the treatment of the character is the basic part of the playwright's work. Next is the theme, a writer's message or main point. Is the theme of his or her literary work. Looking for a theme helps you look more deeply into the literature and makes for more enjoyable reading. The next is the plot, wherein they are the events that make up a story, particularly as they relate to one another in a pattern, in a sequence, through cause and effect, or by coincidence. The next is the dialogue. It provides the substance of a play. Each word uttered by the character furthers the business of the play, contributes to its effect as a whole. Therefore, a sense of decorum must be established by the characters. What is said is appropriate to the role and situation of the character. The visual element. The visual element of drama, also known as the spectacle, renders a visual appeal to it. The costumes worn by the artist must suit the characters they are playing. The special effects used in a play add to the visual effect. Thus, the spectacle forms an essential component of drama. The next is the stage, of course. It is the most important element, and without it, the drama is never performed. It is the name of place whereon the drama is acted. Let's discuss the types of stage, and let's start with proscenium. Proscenium is a picture frame stage with all of the audience sitting and facing the stage. In short, this is just the normal stage that you can see everywhere. Next, the thrust extends into the audience on three sides and is connected to the backstage area. Number 3 is the arena or the theater in the round. Theater space wherein the audience sits on all four sides and watches the action set in the middle of the room. These are the example pictures. And now let's proceed to the types of drama. Number 1, comedy. Comedy refers to plays that are light in tone and that typically have happy endings. The intent of a comedic play is to make the audience laugh. In modern theater, there are many different styles of comedy, ranging from realistic stories where the humor is derived from the real-life situations to outrageous slapstick humor. The next is the tragedy. Is one of the oldest forms of drama. Tragedy usually involves serious subject matter and the death of one or more main characters. These plays rarely have a happy ending. Next is the farce. Is a subcategory of comedy characterized by greatly exaggerated characters and situations. Characters tend to be one-dimensional and often follow stereotyping behavior. Farces typically involve mistaken identities, lots of physical comedy, and outrageous plot twist. Number 4 is melodrama, is another type of exaggerated drama. As in farce, the characters tend to be simplified and one-dimensional. The formulaic storyline of the classic melodrama typically involves a villain or heroine, and the hero must rescue the heroine from the villain. The next is musical. In musical theater, the story is told not only through dialogue and acting, but through music and dance. Musicals are often comedic, although many do involve serious subject matter. Most involve a large cast and lavish sets and costumes. Let's proceed to the forms of drama. Number 1 is the opera. Is a dramatic art form which arose during the Renaissance. Drama, in which the text is set to music and staged. The texts of operas are sung with singing and stage action, nearly always given instrumental accompaniment. Number 2 is pantomime. It is an art of dramatic representation by means of facial expressions and body movements rather than words. Pantomime or mime has always played a part in theater. Pantomime or dub show was essential to commedia dell'arte, an improvised comedy that arose in 16th century Italy and spread throughout Europe. Now let's talk about the contemporary Philippine play. Contemporary Philippine play is characterized by the use of native language as the main tool of literary expression rather than foreign languages. The contemporary period in the Philippines began in 1960s but truly began to flourish following the end of the martial law dictatorship in 1986. Example of Philippine contemporary plays, May Isang Sundalo and Tatlong Tatlo by Rene Villanueva.